baby, I don't want to live forever. And don't forget the Joker.
To Plymouth Panther football, and tonight the Plymouth Panthers travel to Camelsport to take on the Camelsport Cougars. Hello again, everybody. It's Brad Ballbrick. Well, got Mike Briggs bringing you tonight's telecast, and Panthers travel down to Camelsport, and it's Camelsport's homecoming. We've been here before the last
it
two
seems
times.
like we've always been here for homecoming.
And it's always wonderful. And it's a beautiful night for football tonight. Panthers coming in undefeated, and Camelsport right in the middle of the pack, but have made some statements in the conference. And what are you looking for tonight, Mike?
Well, I tell you, what's really interesting is the fact that it's going to be a test for some of our down linemen because they have maybe the largest tackles, guards, in the conference. They list one at 285, they list one at 315. They have some very large kids. Are they quick? We're going to find out. Are they able to play football? We're going to find out. But they are going to be a mountain to move.
Well, Cody Beryl and Austin Furhammer are the two that they carry a lot of weight. I mean, if they get on the same side of the field, this whole field might tip. 315 and 295, those are big kids for high school kids. But I got a feeling the Panther coaching staff has acknowledged that and said they got some anchors there. It's just a matter of we need to just
the real key is whether Campbellsport can bounce back. They were tied for second place in the conference with Two Rivers, and they got upset last week by New Holstein in like a 21-20 score. And now we'll see what they're made of. Can they bounce back from that? I've always been impressed with Campbellsport as being a hard-hitting team, and we'll see if they still can maintain that after a disappointing loss at New Holstein.
And the thing about New Holstein's situation is that they have some anchors too. They got some good size there, and maybe that matched up pretty well for them. And you know, the Panthers do things a little bit different. They look at where the weaknesses are. They go after them. I anticipate the Panthers offensively getting on the edges, spreading the field a little bit, getting in the air. The Cougars like to play a zone, so flooding a zone and making things happen. Defensively, I think we just stay with what we do. We just do it well.
Well, it's going to be a key night because of the way their zone defense that Campbellsport uses, whether Colin Niles can pick it apart, pick out the seam where the openings are. We've had a very successful year. I think I'm talking 18 touchdowns. And
18 touchdowns.
He's
probably rushed for 10.
and he has put together some nice leadership there on that offense. We'll see if that happens, and he can continue that tonight.
Well, we'll have Trakel back at the tailback situation, and we've lost Staling for a good, probably the year with a broken wrist. But you know, this Panther group has been resilient, and they're very well coached, and we always have to give accolades to the coaching staff because they bounce back, they make things happen, and I think tonight's going to be another one of those nights where Panthers are going to prove that they can be flexible.
What we have to be careful of, and we saw pieces of that the last 2 weeks though, of having kind of a lackadaisical spell, always in the end of the first quarter and half of the second quarter, and then they score huge at the half. We've done that 2 weeks in a row. We need to make sure we have a complete game in that first half.
Especially with 2 games left in the conference. We'll have Camelsport tonight and Kewaskum next week, Thursday, I should say.
Right. And
what we want to do is really develop a very solid, good, consistent effort so that when you go into playoffs, you don't have that lull, kind of like what you're talking about there.
We've got to work ourselves through to have a complete game and not score that first touchdown and kind of sit back and wait. Yep. We've got to go right back out with the same intensity no matter what the score is. So I know they've been working on a few things on that, and hopefully everything will be fine. there's only 2 games left, and it'll be tonight against Campbellsport, and next week it'll be Kewaskum, and that's it for the conference. The season's gone by so quickly. The Panthers are already guaranteed a playoff picture, but now it's whether we have a home game and whether we have to travel. The next 2 weeks are going to tell you that.
Well, I think even tonight, if we win tonight, a good chance we're going to be facing a home game because we'll have a winning record, and we will have at least a tie or a share of the conference title. So I'm looking at we will be home.
Yeah, tonight's a win tonight would wrap up a share of the conference championship.
Correct. Well, they announced the two kids we were talking about, and they were talking 315 and 290, and I thought, well, you're going to see a barrel out there. No, they're pretty good specimens.
They're big boys.
And they're too big to wrestle, aren't they, Mike?
Well,
the limited
285 is the highest they can go. Anything over 285, you got to lose weight.
So those two, if they want to wrestle, they got to cut some weight. But at that point, they can cut weight a whole lot better than
that's right. There's a lot
103.
A lot more to pull off. Right.
That's your one wrestling quote for the night. You're done. Okay. Well, Panthers have won the toss. They're electing to receive. Back deep for the Panthers is number 7, Trakel. And I believe number 9, Kane, are back deep to receive. And we're just about ready to get underway here. The ball's been spotted and on the tee. Beautiful night for football.
It's actually been a beautiful season for football.
Yeah. So far, now that you said that, next week will be.
I know. I cursed it.
Yeah.
But we have not. We got lucky last week of not getting rained out.
Kane will catch it at about the 12-yard line, brings it up the field, still on his feet, breaks outside. He's up the sideline. He's going to bring it out to about the. They're going to spot it at approximately the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 36.
Nice place to start with field position. Anytime in high school ball, you can get out in front of the 35. You've had a nice start.
We got stymied inside and did a nice job of bouncing it out. We'll set that offensive line for you as we move along here. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 36. Colin Niles, quarterback, Trakel set next to him. We got double wides. We have eagle formation, left and right, wides and slots. This is a fake to Trakel, over to Kane, thrown behind and incomplete.
That ball was thrown just a little bit behind Kane.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit behind.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 36. I will get that offensive line set for you in a second. Kane split to the left. I formation, not I formation, single back formation. Tight end to the right side, slot to the left. Out to Kane. Kane will take care of it, and he'll get out past. Fumbles the ball, and it's a loose ball, and Campbellsport is all over that. Kane did have the first down, but gave the ball up, and it will go to the Campbellsport Cougars. And Mike, that's the kind of stuff that can keep the Campbellsport Cougars in this game all night long, as you put the ball down on the ground.
That's right. You only get 2 plays from scrimmage, and you give it right back. Yeah, you're right. Kane did have the first down, but then the ball popped loose.
He was in the open field. He had a chance to advance the ball, and he did advance the ball for the first down, but lost the handle on it.
The ball on the 48-yard line of Campbellsport.
Well, Campbellsport runs a offense where they basically do not have to huddle. They can look at the sideline and make their call. Option over the left side. They're going to gain about 2 yards.
The Panthers doing a nice job of attacking, closing up that hole quickly. It is really odd to watch an offense where they all turn and look to the side. Every player turns and looks to the sidelines and gets the same signal.
Quarterback is Sean Beisbeyer. In motion. Quick pitch. Panthers really read that well. Going to run that all the way to the sideline, and they'll tackle him for a loss of about a yard. So it'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Wow, that was nice. Stringing it out to get help. It was I think it was Trakel, number 7, that just kept stringing it out until he got some help, and they actually made the tackle.
Well, it was Trakel, and along with Luke Held, they both saw the motion coming their way, and I think the motion was a key that pitch is an option here. Yeah, option going the other way. Straight drop back. Pass to the outside. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and about 10, almost 11.
So actually, at this point, it doesn't look like that fumble damaged except non-control of the ball.
Well, you know, you were talking before the game about the consistency and getting those scores when you need to get them. Putting the ball on the ground is what stops a lot of teams from being consistent. And turnovers are not acceptable. And, you know, Zach Kane's one of the first kids who's going to tell you, I can't put that ball out there like that.
Right.
And punt. Kane actually signaled for the fair catch, and Bucchini actually made the catch. But no matter who makes the fair catch signal, it is a legal signal, and anybody can catch it.
But it still stops right there.
It stops right there. And, you know, in Zach Kane's defense, he was going a long way to catch that, and I think they need to communicate a little earlier, but they're going to take that ball over at about their 17-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers.
Not as good a field position as they had on the first series, but they got the ball back without any damage done.
Exactly. Niles in shotgun formation with Treacle on his left side. He's going to give it to Treacle. No, he's going to keep it, come over to the left side. Well defended by the Camelsport Cougars. Very little gain, if any. A gain of about 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9, Mike.
Yeah, that is part of the plan of this of Gale's offense, though, now, because making them look at Niles running it, and then he's going to have room to pass. They can't cover him and everybody else.
You want to keep the down linemen and the linebackers honest. Brings up 2nd and 9. Same formation, tight end or a slot left. Double wings, I should say. Yeah, double wing with a running back, and it's a shovel pass here inside. And again, well defended by the Camelsport Cougars. They're going to gain about 4 yards out to about the 22-yard line. About 3-yard gain out to 22-yard line to bring up 3rd and 6.
Big third down situation for the Panthers.
3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Eagle formation, double wides with slots. Fake to Treacle. Niles looking in the seam and off the hands of Pickard. That was not a badly thrown ball. One of those balls that might have been a little bit high, but Pickard needs to go up and get that ball.
Pickard will catch.
More times than not, he'll catch that ball. I would have liked to have seen him elevate and get up there and catch that ball. He might have seen it a little bit late in the route. That might be the cause there. But 4th and 6 right now, Panthers kind of stymied by the Camelsport Cougars.
You got to give credit to the defense here of Campbellsport being able to stop what we think is a pretty high-octane offense.
Colin Niles to punt this ball away. Panthers ship into their scrum kind of kick formation, and that's indeed what they do. And that's a fair catch. Fair catch, but good field position for the Camelsport Cougars at their own 48-yard line.
This program is brought to you by the Backers, our Plymouth Community TV 14 sponsor team. We're proud of the Backers for the youth and teams in our community. The Panther Football Booster Club would like to thank all the fans of Panther football and the many businesses in our community who support our cause. Our goal is to support the coaches and molding young men who do well on the field, even better in life. Thank you to the Plymouth Community TV, filming, broadcasting, Panther football. Keep up the good work. As always, go Panthers.
1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 47-yard line. I stand correcting myself. Dive formation and a dive give. Gain of about 3 out to the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. And what the Cougars like to do is they like to go with 2 wings, fullback, and run option out of that. A lot of sprint pitch and things like that. Nothing real fancy. They like to come right at you.
There's their option. There's the
option.
Pitch.
And what they did really well there is nice job by Huffman, Cody Huffman, to take care of the quarterback, put him on his fanny. They do gain about 2 yards, but I'll tell you, anytime you run an option, and I know Coach Solachik would totally agree with this, anytime you're facing an option is put that quarterback on his fanny as much as possible, and you're going to be much more successful on the evening.
And then you're going to have something pop loose for you. He's going to want to pitch that early.
Right. You want to make that quarterback's job awfully miserable all night. That's what you want to do. And make him give up the ball, because then you know where it is. Here's that counter. And the Panthers right there, they're going to force a 3-and-out right here.
A battle of the defenses here, right, Brad?
Well, it is. You know, you can hear Coach Canellis all the way over here, all over that, and just talking about it. They're going to come with a 4th down here now. I think this is going to be trying to draw them offside here. And it is, indeed, to try and draw them offside. This is all pre-planned.
Yep.
Nice job by the Campbellsport Cougar coaching staff to try to draw the Panthers offside. But a timeout goes to the Campbellsport Cougars, and I think a wasted timeout.
The Osthoff Resort, a 4-diamond AAA property in Elkhart Lake, is currently hiring for full-time and part-time positions. Students and adults are encouraged to apply. Whether you're looking for a part-time job or seeking career options, check out the employment at www.osthoff.com to discover unique and exciting employment, everything from guest services, housekeeping, restaurant, culinary, spa. The Osthoff Resort focuses on delivering the best Midwest resort experience. Join the Osthoff team today.
Well, 4th and about 3. And it looked like the coaching staff was well prepared for that possible effort by the Cougars to try to draw the Panthers offside. A punt here, and Bucchini's going to catch it. And he's going to try to get outside. They're going to gain about 4 or 5 yards. Nice job by Bucchini to take care of that ball and take it up the field a little bit. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at about their 21-yard line.
Yep, they've got it.
You know, Panthers have basically been turnover and 3-and-out. They have not shown much offensively. I'm going to say Coach Grahn is not going to sit on this very long. He's going to open it up a little bit, or go the total opposite, get basic, come right at him. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10 Panthers at their close to the 22-yard line. We'll set that offensive line. There's a inside shovel pitch. And Bucchini cuts it up. Nice job of I'll tell you what he does very well. He lets people miss him. And he's going to hold on to the ball and gain approximately 28 yards, 26. I'm going to say 26-yard gain.
He does mix it up well, doesn't he?
Well, the
he
thing
goes
about
one
him
way,
is
spins, turns the other way.
Nobody really gets a good hit on him, and he's not all that shifty. He just has his feet underneath and makes good cuts. Gain of about 22 yards. I'm sorry, 26 yards, like I said.
The first down of the evening, Brad.
Yep, 1st down and 10 for the Panthers, just inside their own territory at the 48-yard line. Trakel's going to, and a loose ball, and this one's going to go to the Cougars too. That was a situation where Niles held the ball in the belly of Trakel for quite a while, and Trakel thought, I'm going to take this, and it was miscommunication. 2nd turnover for the Panthers. And Mike, I'm going to come back. The turnovers keeps other teams in the game when you have superior situation here. The turnovers make a great difference, and that's one you're going to want to have back right there for sure. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. And incomplete. Nicely thrown ball.
You have to admit, Panthers got a little lucky there because he was wide open.
He was wide open. It was a well-designed pass and a well-designed play, and tight end not able to come up with that.
Panthers got beat on that one and got lucky.
Their fullback, Alexander Zomers possibly, wide open, not able to corral that one. Again, double wing, fullback formation. Their fullback, Zomers, is 6'2", 238 pounds. He's a big kid. Quick out, and I'll tell you, Colin Niles was all over that.
Well, he's probably going
upset.
with a little anger right now.
Upset that they put the ball on the ground, and right now
he's probably a little angry. Angry with himself, but he made a nice defensive play.
On a play. Illegal motion. The Panthers should decline that and bring up 3rd down and 15. Third down 15 at the Panther 46-yard line. Panthers defense playing quite well right now. Offense not quite running on all cylinders. putting the ball on the ground 2 times, and Cougars able to recover both fumbles. And Panthers going to sack right here.
Thought there was a loose ball there for a minute. You know, the thing is, you just can't have the defense out there that much. We got to get our offense back out there. Defense has played marvelously after 2 turnovers. They're still holding them tight. It's time for the offense to step up.
It is time for the offense to step up and make some things happen. Even if it comes down to changing field position here a little bit, because right now we have played on our end of the field the whole first quarter.
Wearing out the turf on the Panther side.
6:41 and counting left in this first quarter. Decent punt. Kane will field it inside his 10, brings it back out. He's going to break a seam, holds on to the ball. He's going to gain out to about the 24-yard line. Good return by Kane as he turned over and caught that over his shoulder, so to speak, Mike, and from the 9-yard line brought out to 24. Very nice return.
Personal wellness is a goal of every individual through personal consultation using various massage therapy techniques as well as health coaching. Katie Henning, with 15 years of experience as a licensed massage therapist, can help. Katie, a certified health coach, is available to work with companies and groups, help employees to wellness, productive work environment, relax, rejuvenate, renew with the help of professional massage therapy. Katie Henning. www.PlymouthProfessionalMassage.com.
Direct snap to Trakel, and Trakel come over the right side. And a gain of 5 yards. Panthers take over at their own 24, almost 25-yard line, and gain to almost the 30-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd and 5, and coming right at them.
Wouldn't you just like to have a long, sustained drive now, Brad?
Well, I'd like to see us establish the idea that we can do a lot of different things. I like that call right there. Just come right at you with a direct snap. Got a full house backfield here, and this is going to be Trakel over the left side, I believe. He's going to gain about 3, almost 4. Be short of the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, there's a lot of
yard
things,
and a half.
There's a lot of things in the playbook, Brad, on a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 15, not so much, but on a 3rd and 1, there's a lot of things in the playbook. Exactly,
and right now, Coach Grant is just trying. Maybe he's just trying to settle the troops here a little bit and just say, hey, let's do some basic stuff we know to do well. We know we do well. And let's get that first down, and let's just kind of take it to them a little bit and see what we can do. Their nose guard. Trakel over the right side. He's going to gain at least 5. He's going to gain probably 7 yards on that. Going to mark out near the 41-yard line. Let's set that offensive line for them, Mike, if we can. I think I can do that.
Well, we know Bradley's at center. I'll help you out there.
Number 56 is Zach Bradley at center. At the guards are Luke Held, number 76, and number 51, Saladini.
Yep.
At the tackles are going to be number 62. That's going to be Matt Olig. He's at your left tackle. And at the right tackle,
is it Meinert?
And Meinert is going to be Meinert. Let me just get his number here real quick. 59, I believe he is. Wesley Meinert at the right tackle.
Big movement there.
And
going if he follows the tailback.
That was a situation where Niles decided not to give the ball up. I'll tell you, the dive is there. And that one he kept, and there's going to be no gain, 2nd and 10. And that's a tough read for a quarterback. But you basically, what you're reading is you're reading one person, and wherever that person goes, that's when you give or don't give. But that was what put the ball on the floor the last time. Put the ball on the ground is a late read.
Indecision.
Indecision, exactly. 2nd and 10. Here's the screen. Trakel's got people in front of him. Not very well blocked, though. Blocked well enough that the Panthers gain about 5 yards.
But if they blocked that a little differently, he had a bunch.
You know, and I think what could have happened is if Trakel could have bounced it outside, but it really wasn't there. It was just, I think people were working real hard to block, but it just well defended by the Cougars. Let's just give the Cougars their accolades there. They did very well.
Big 3rd down situation here. We're at midfield, and you want to approach midfield. You need 5 yards on this 3rd down.
Well, we're 3:35 left in the first quarter, and nothing has really happened. And thrown underground and underneath, and well defended again by the good old Cougars here, as Williford will take that under route and do the seam route, or I shouldn't seam, just a drag underneath. But the inside linebacker, middle linebacker, took care of business very, very well.
I have confidence in this offense right now that 4th and 1, we're going for it.
Well, they're going to go for it. It's a long one, but I think the Panthers are trying to make a statement here a little bit. Like, you know, we can come at you. Cougars run basically a 4-4 defense, something we've seen a lot of through Sheboygan Falls and the Cougars. New Holstein ran it for a lot of times, and the Panthers are trying to do the same thing, trying to draw the Cougars offside. Similar situation at the similar point of the field, and neither team really went for it. So timeout, Panthers.
Advanced Eye Care, Doctors Tim and Cheryl Ziegler know that performing your best on the field, diamond, or gym requires total assistance, including your eyes. Advanced Eye Care staff takes care of all your eye health needs with total vision and eye health testing, treatment of eye injuries, disease, guaranteed contact lens program. Most insurance companies, Medicare care are accepted. That's Advanced Eye Care. The Van Horn Auto Group of Plymouth takes a straightforward approach to helping our customers solve credit problems with assisting rebuilding their credit with an auto loan. Van Horn Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Van Horn Chevrolet, Sheboygan County's budget auto are dedicated to make your car buying experience as enjoyable as possible. Apply today. Credit online. Visit vhcars.com. So now, I still believe that our defense has stepped up at midfield regardless. So even if they don't get this, I'm confident our defense can play this game. But I want our offense to score, do something here.
We're in punt formation here.
I'm sorry.
This might be a situation where we're looking to change the field position here a little bit. 2:40 left in the 2:42 left in the first quarter.
I am sorry.
From formation. Now he's looking to punt, and he will punt it away. He's going to catch it, and fair catch it inside the 20, and they're going to mark it right at the 20. So now we're down in there in the territory.
You might be right. The first time we've been in their territory.
Exactly, and Camelsport has had a tough time moving the ball. So the idea here is that let's just gain some field position here, and let's make it a short field for our offense if we play good defense, and indeed that's what the Panthers want to do.
Or run all the way outside.
Well, defensively, you have Bradley on the nose, Meinert and Held at the defensive ends. Inside linebackers are Huffman, Omen, and Williford. And the Panthers string it out very nicely, and they're going to lose a yard there. Outside linebackers are Trakel and Albers. The corners are Pickard and Niles. And your safety is number 38, Reichert. That sets that defense for you. 2nd and 11. Straight drop. Thrown up for grabs here. I'll tell you that ball got, his arm was impeded a little bit. That ball was up for grabs, but nobody had turned to see how short it was going to come. And the receiver actually did a nice job of fending off the defender and pushing him off in order to come back to the ball, but it will fall incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 11. Very quick running offense here. Motion to this side. Here's a counter, and it's going to gain about 7-8 yards. Gain of about 8. They're going to come up 3 yards short of the first down marker, and they will punt this ball away. And we'll see if the Panthers gain some field position here. Indeed, they gave it up.
The important point is the Cougars have had the ball 3 times.
Yes.
3 times and have not gotten a first down yet.
And I'm going to correct myself. 4 times. We've punted twice, and we've given up the ball twice.
Yep.
Bukini will catch this ball inside the 40, and he'll slip down, and he's not happy with himself. But again, that's the best starting field position that the Panthers have had. The only other time they were close to that is opening kickoff, where we had it at about the 36-yard line. Then we gave it up after 2 plays. But Panthers here at the 42, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Tight end to the right, slot left, single back, shotgun formation. Here's a counter. Niles makes a nice block. Bukini out to the outside, going to be dragged down. That's a horse collar. They're going to make the call there. You cannot grab the back of a jersey and pull, even though you don't bend him backwards. It's just a matter, all you got to do is have your hand inside that shirt. It doesn't have to even be inside the shoulder pad. All it has to do is be inside the shirt. If it's inside the shirt, it is a horse collar. That's going to be a personal foul, I believe.
That's a full
15-yard penalty. That'll give the Panthers yardage down to about the 35-yard line of the Campbellsport Cougars.
It's a dead ball call, too, so you get your gain plus 15.
Exactly.
And so that's now the Panthers have never been in Cougar territory, and here they are at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Campbellsport 35. 1st and 10 Panthers.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
I formation, fake dive. Going to throw it out to Albers. Albers with a nice catch and an illegal block. They're going to call an illegal block on Denzine,
but now,
or a hold. I'm not sure.
But understand high school football from the point of the foul.
Right.
10 yards from the point of the foul will still give the Panthers a first down.
If it's 10 yards from there, we will still have a first down inside the 25. Either which way, they're going to be taking this, otherwise the ball's down inside the 10-yard line. So here's the call. It's going to be holding on Denzine, number 5. You know, that's one of the things, when you're a wide receiver and you're an open field blocker, that's a tough one. And they call it stalk blocking. You got to kind of get up in their face and just kind of, you know, try to shield them away from the play. And when they make their move, that's when you make your move to block. And you can't get too handsy and too holding. But Panthers do gain that first down at about the 23-yard line. There's a shovel forward to Williford.
Nice job by the Cougars to really mix things up in the middle there. They're aggressive.
Colin Niles did a real nice job of shoveling that very quickly. It was a low snap, and he underhanded that. That still goes as a forward pass, a completed pass, because it was forward. But no gain for the Panthers. 2nd and 10 at the 23 Cougar. The Cougars 23, I should say. Slot left, slot right, single back. No ball fake. He's looking down the field and going to be set. The ball is down the floor. And I think Niles might have lost that ball on that hit or just try to step up a little bit. And the Panthers are going to be 3rd down and
a bunch. 3rd and a bunch.
3rd and a bunch. And that'll end the first quarter with no score here in the first quarter. Cougars nothing, Panthers nothing. And with that time, let's go to a few of our ads here, Mike.
Jim's Appliance Repair, Service, and Sales, the one-stop shop for all your appliance needs. Jim is a certified technician, provides in-home service repairs for appliances, including washer, dryers, dishwashers, refrigerators, ovens, ice makers, microwaves, garbage disposal, same-day service in Plymouth area. New appliances, Jim's Appliance can help you purchase from all major brands. Jim's overhead is low, so your price will be low. 892-2333. 892-2333. That is Jim Appliance. Also, Miller & Bell, missed opportunities can leave a person full of regret. And that's why Miller & Bell is giving you so many opportunities to buy that Simplicity tractor, riding lawnmower. But let's face it, folks, right now it's going to be talking about Simplicity snow throwers. Also, check out their complete line of steel chainsaws and trimmers. That is Miller & Bell. It's been a case of good defenses on both sides and too many mistakes by the Panthers.
Well, when we put the ball on the ground twice, and now a 3rd time we got this one back, but it ends up being a major loss. Somebody came untouched in that situation, so our offensive line didn't pick up a blitz or whatever it was. But right now the Panthers not running on high octane at this point. I'm sure the coaching staff is a little bit disappointed, but we're still have field position going on here, and the defense has played very, very well. Brings up 3rd and 17 at the Panther, I should say at the Cougar 29-yard line.
Oh.
This is basically 2-down territory for the Panthers, so you don't need to get it all at one time. Niles will roll right. Going to throw to Williford. Williford busts up inside. He's going to have the first down. He's going to be down near the 10-yard line. spotted right on about the right on the 10-yard line, and that was a nice job of flooding that zone. And I talked with Coach Moore about that. That's one thing, if you're playing a zone, if you flood that zone and they don't make an adjustment, you have the upper hand, and that's one of those situations right there. And Williford made a nice cut.
Well, Williford had a nice game last week too.
Yes, he did.
He really did.
1st and 10 at about the 11-yard line, so they can get a first down without scoring. Williford over the right side.
Wow.
Keeps his feet. Powerful running back. He's going to be down about the 3-yard line.
The 2 or 3, yep.
And it'll be second and about 2.
Maybe second and
a short 2, a long 1. How's that sound, Mike?
Yeah, that's right. And 3 will get you a touchdown.
About the 3-yard line right now. The offensive line did a nice job right there, moving some people off the line. I formation, Trakel over the right side. And that linebacker, 45, Zomer, really comes, and touchdown Panthers. Late call. I thought it was short, but it is indeed a touchdown Panthers. 6-0 Panthers with 10:54 left in the first quarter. Well, Mike, we talked about field position. Panthers got that, maintain it.
Yep.
Good job of coaching over there. Just saying we have a lot of faith in our defense. Let's get that field position. Let's get one on the board here and let's make some things happen.
But I do think we have a first. I think this is the first game of the year that we haven't scored in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Except for maybe the very first game against Indian Trail. I'm not sure we scored in the first quarter of Indian Trail. We would have to research that.
Yeah. But I know
we'll put our Cracker Jack research staff on that.
Sure.
That'd be Scott Richards, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Scott.
And we'll get an answer next year.
Next year sometime, yeah. Well,
7-0 Panthers. Extra point is good.
I would like to tell you, Brad, that we miss Scott here tonight, but we really don't.
We really don't. Who even knows where he is, right?
We know he's down watching his son's football team play in the Milwaukee area.
Yeah, Waukesha.
New Berlin?
Waukesha. No, Wauwatosa.
Wauwatosa. Now they're all the same to me down there.
I always say east, but it's not east, it's west, I believe. Wauwatosa West. And he's done a nice job down there. He's
trying to build a program up.
He's got an uphill battle, but yeah. His oldest son, Mike, is trying to make some things happen. And, hey, good luck to Mike. Meanwhile, the Panthers now have a lead of 7-0. Kicking off for the Panthers. Weinbauer. Weinbauer, a sophomore, soccer player. Has done a nice job of putting the ball pretty deep, and that one's going to be through the end zone and touchback, and Cougars will take over at the 20-yard line. You love seeing that.
The Higginbottom boy got hurt three games ago, and got his arm hurt, and he has not been kicking since.
Correct. That was in the Sheboygan Falls game.
Right.
He injured his arm and will not play until he's totally healed. 1st and 10 Cougars at their 20-yard line. We'll set that. I think we already have set that defense. There's the option. And Luke held right there.
I think you brought up a good key. They taken the quarterback on that option, and this time they had him. He thought about tossing it, and then he goes, "No, I better eat it because that's an accident waiting to happen." He probably did the right thing by tucking it in, but hitting that quarterback every time, those things happen for you.
Well, they're trying to option the defensive end, so the defensive end comes clean, but then they have to clean up on the inside, and the Cougars have not done a very good job of that. Panthers right there ready for the counter, and I'll tell you, right now the Panthers defensively have all the answers to this Cougar offense, and the Cougar offense really cannot find something that works.
And they proved it right away. When you have 2 fumbles and you still have not, you've held them to no first downs. They're taking the steam out of them a little bit.
Correct. 10 minutes left in this second quarter. Fake dive. He's going to keep it, and he's going to gain a few. Out to about the 22-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 8. And I'll tell you what our defensive ends have done a real nice job is they're disciplined. They're, they have a responsibility, depending upon the defensive call, to either take the quarterback or to dive.
Yep.
But right now they've done a very, very nice job. Give accolades to both Luke Held and Wesley Minor.
What you have to really understand is sometimes you have to stay there. You know you want to attack, but you got to wait.
Exactly. Bukini will catch it at the 50, reverses field here. Steps inside, and he's gonna end up with a flag. I shouldn't say he's gonna end up with a flag. A lot of dancing. I like to see him go north and south there, Mike. All that dancing got him about 3 or 4 yards. I think he puts his head down, gets up in the seam a little bit.
And what it also did would put some pressure on the guys ahead of you, and now a mistake. We're going to have something marched out against the Panthers, I believe. You change directions, and it's too easy to hit someone in the back, That's what I'm betting on, is that it's going to be.
I'm betting that's the same thing. And indeed, it's being marked off against the Panthers.
Yep.
Legal block in the back.
Yep.
It's a 10-yard penalty.
I think by changing directions, you got a guy turning and he sees someone and he hits them, and I got to face him.
Well, 2 weeks ago, Bukini had most impressive return against Waupun. I mean, he made people miss. He just kept his feet turning and made things happen. But sometimes you can fall in love with the shifting of gears and the shifting of angles, and sometimes you got to go north-south. First and 10 Panthers at their 41. A little bubble screen here to Williford. Williford will take it out to about almost the 50-yard line. A gain of about 8 yards will be 2nd and 2.
Between Williford and Kane, you've got a couple guys that you can just toss the ball up high. And then you got the French connection, that's Pickard, who is going to catch some tonight. He wanted to catch that first one, but he's going to catch some tonight.
Well, I think as the evening opens up and as the Panthers have a little more success with the little dink stuff now, you can open it up a little bit. As I said, the Cougars like to play a zone defense. Denzine in motion. And Trakel over the right side. He's going to gain that first down. He's going to be inside Camelsport Cougar territory, down about the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers.
The Panthers mixing it up nicely with a little pass, a little short run, a quick snap.
Well, I have to be honest. When we came in this game, I thought it was going to be wide open. We were going to be all over their zone defense with flooding some zones. But right now, Panthers are mixing it up run-pass. 1st and 10 at 40, almost the 48-yard line. Seam route to Albers. Albers doing a nice job of holding on to that ball. We'll take it down about the 35-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 at the 35, gain of about 12 yards. And that's just a little seam route that if the tight end comes released and that inside linebacker can't get there, you pop that ball right in there. That's exactly what they did. The linebackers have been real active on the inside. They weren't able to get there. Tight end formation might be a successful formation.
That's right.
You got Stacks on the right and Slot on the left. Trakel picking his way, keeps his feet. He's going to get down inside the 20, 30, down to about the 25-yard line. That's going to be another first down.
You got to credit him for a 2nd and 3rd effort. You know that? He puts that hand down, keeps those feet moving.
And that's tough to do because they get slick out there at this time of year. You're getting a little bit of the grass dew going on in here and all that. So nice job of keeping his balance. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 25-yard line of the Cougars.
2 10-plus plays in a row. One a pass, back to a run. They're mixing it up nicely, and they're all is working.
Trakel having a little conversation with Niles in the backfield there. I don't know if he's talking about pass protection or run here. Roll left. Looking long.
He's got him open.
Kane right there, and just a little bit overthrown. Tough. That might be the toughest throw to make is when you have a right-handed quarterback rolling out left and you're throwing a long ball. And that was not a poorly thrown ball. It just ran out of real estate. I think if he didn't want the big one, he did have Denzine on an out that came clear, but he was looking for 6 right there.
Sure he was.
2nd and 10.
And you have to admit, Kane had it beat.
He did.
He did have it beat.
I think I would have thrown the same ball, but not quite as well. Well, maybe I would have completed it. I don't know.
You'd have got, if you threw the ball, you'd get to the 30 anyway.
At least. Drake over left side. And very well read and poorly blocked for the Panthers. Somebody missed a block there because, you know, you option a person, but that person can't be there at the handoff. So,
Right.
and I don't know if that was a linebacker that came untouched or whatever. It's going to be 3rd and 13. And again, we talked about this before. This is 2-down territory.
Oh, yeah.
4-down territory. 2 downs left to
Yeah,
make
they have
something
2
happen.
left. Yeah.
Shotgun formation, Trakel on his left. Tight slots on the left, wide slots on the right. Niles
Way
looking,
time.
has plenty of time. Now he's going to run.
He's going to run it up.
Breaks it up inside. He's going to get inside the
He's going to get the
15.
first down.
He will get the first down inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. Very patient, Colin Niles.
And right there you see how valuable he can be because he had time, and then he decides, well, I'm going to run it.
Yep.
And he can get a dozen for you.
Just inside the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers, knocking on the door. They're up 7-0 in this second quarter. 6:24 left in this second quarter. Stacks on the right, Trakel over to the right side. He's going to power down inside, down near the 10-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards. Will be 2nd and 6.
Now, when you have people that are versatile that can pass the ball and also can scare the defense in running it, it's going to wear them out.
One thing that Niles does well is that when he gets in the open field, he does not like to take an open hit. He really makes people miss. And if he's going to go down, he's going to go down with the idea that he's not taking a hard hit. And he did a nice job on that scramble before. 2nd and 6, 5:45 left in the second quarter. Brad Volbrook along with Mike Briggs and Kurt Zolp. There's a Statue of Liberty play. Panthers
Touchdown.
score to Trakel. What it is a ball fake, and he just puts the ball behind him, and Trakel just takes it from behind him. It's a Statue of Liberty play. We have a whistle out here, so it might. I'm looking to see if there's we had an injured Panther limping off the field. They stopped for that individual. No flag. Panthers score.
Oh, yeah, had me worried. I was looking for flags
I was
out
looking
there.
for a flag also. 5:34 left in the second quarter. Panthers now lead 13-0. Panther extra point to follow.
We'll see if Weinbauer can get it through.
To kick this one. Holding is Niles, and it is up, and it is good. 14-0 Panthers.
For a truly unique dining experience, visit the Paddock Club located in beautiful Elkhart Lake. Diners can take in the activity of the bustling open kitchen from the main dining room or enjoy a delicious sandwich along with a cold Wisconsin beer or a glass of exceptional wine at the turn of the century bar. The menu, which includes seasonal greens from European culinary traditions, feature handmade pasta, fresh fish, steaks. Join Tapa Tuesdays for special small plates. That's the Paddock Club. Open Tuesday through Sunday for your dining pleasure. And Community Bank and Trust proudly supports Panther Athletics. Show your Panther pride with Panther Spirit checks available at all Community Bank Trust offices. Member FDIC, that's Community Bank and Trust. They've made it
14-0 Panthers.
The offense has really come into their own now after those early fumbles, and the defense has never let up.
Defense has been totally solid. In fact, they've gotten better as the night has gone on because they're starting to, you prepare for the game, but the kids are convinced that the reads and the preparation are right on money, and Panthers doing very, very well there. Line drive over the head of the receiver and into the end zone. That'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Cougars.
Weinbauer does a nice job of making sure that field position is not going to be great. He kicked a nice deep ball.
Well, he kicks a line drive the last 2 times, but I'll tell you, anytime it goes through the end zone, you've got to be happy as a lark, kind of thing. Even when he gets the ball spinning in the air, he gets it down inside the 10, and he does do a good job of bringing it to that corner. Now they come with a little scrum formation here, power I formation. I should say not a power eye, but like a wishbone. Panthers relatively prepared for that gain of about 4 yards, 2nd and 6, and now the Campbellsport Cougars trying to change things up because what they have had, it hasn't worked for them.
They're trying to find something that's going to make big things happen.
Exactly.
Or actually make anything happen. They have not gotten a first down yet.
Well, that was a gain of 4, which is,
that's probably the
what they're
best
trying
they've
to do
had.
is they're going toe-to-toe. They're saying, we can muscle you guys and come right at you. And they might very well be able to do that because they do have they got better size than we have.
Oh, yeah.
Gain over the left side, gain of about 3. It's not glamorous, not fun to watch, but it is effective if you can come right at them.
Probably
You
the
have
best.
two linemen out there. Number 79 goes at about 295 pounds, and number 77 goes at 315 pounds, and they are your guards.
Yeah,
So
they're
they go
guards.
toe-to-toe with the center. Toe-to-toe with the center. All of a sudden, you should have a void right there. Not always the case, but they will get a first down. This is their first down of the whole evening here, Mike.
Yep.
Gain of about 4 or 5 yards. First and 10, Cougars.
And this is so against what they normally do.
Absolutely.
They normally do not play, in the box.
Right.
They don't run in the box. And now here they found something that's working for them.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Over left side. Albers there. We'll take him down for a gain of about 2. It almost looks like they could bounce outside and make a big run, but this whole thing is designed to stay within the tackles and come right at you.
They did get a couple, so it is 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. 3:43. The only problem with this offense is if you go 3 in a first down, 3 in a first down, you might not have enough time to
They're
score.
going to run out of clock, right. Now they're trying outside.
Nice job of defending out there by Niles. And that'll bring up a third and about 6 yards.
Niles has played safety a lot this year. This is the first. I don't see him.
He plays corner. He
Corner?
played corner almost all week, all year. Yep. They started thinking about him at safety, but then they put him at corner and just say, you're taking care of this kid, and he's done a nice job. Wishbone here. The Panthers will sack him for a loss down at about the 26-yard line. And, you come up with that wishbone, but then you got to get out clean. And the Panthers really were very disciplined with their defense right there.
So the Panthers will get the ball and one more chance here before halftime.
And I think, 2:46 and counting here.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. The Panthers have 2 timeouts left, if I'm correct.
And the Panther offense works a little differently because they can move a lot in short time.
That's very true. Mukini will receive it at about the 46-yard line. Cuts up inside. He's inside of Campbellsport Cougar territory. He'll be down at about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line of the Cougars.
Excellent field position for the Panthers to start what I believe will be their last drive here. We're down to 2:21 left. They
2:21 with 2 timeouts. There's plenty of time to go half a field.
I wonder if they wish they'd have kept that one timeout in the pocket, though.
Well, they did the right thing by trying to get something going and draw them offside, but both teams have tried it. Both teams failed at it, but Panthers have the ball in Cougar territory. Williford in motion. That'll bring 3 to the right side. And this is they flooded this zone here a little bit. Nice block right there by Bukini. I can't believe they're throwing a flag on that. Boy, I tell you, Bukini did a nice job of having his head up in front of the guy and everything else, and they threw the flag. I don't know. Maybe I need a little help with that one. I thought Bukini got his head up in front of the kid pretty nicely. But they're going to call a hold. I got to tell you, Mike.
I didn't see it.
I saw a hit. I saw him lay his body up, but maybe he held him before that. Tough call. Panthers will lose about 3 yards on that play, so it'll be 1st and 13 or 14. 1st and 13 inside their own territory now. Haven't heard much from Zach Kane. He's got single coverage out there. I think they got to go
He's
at
at the
him.
top of your screen.
He's there. We're talking screen here to Trakel. Trakel goes up inside. And I'll tell you, if they get that kickout block, he's got a long way to go, but didn't get it. Down to 2 minutes and counting here. They'll bring up 2nd and about 9 yards.
Oh, they're going with like a 2-minute offense.
Panthers in a hurry-up offense. Slot left, slot right, single back. Fake to Trakel. Now's looking, roll left. He's looking to run. Going to turn up the sideline and gets hit, and that's going to be a flag. That's reminiscent of a Kewaskum play.
I thought of exactly that too.
Same thing. Colin Niles knows when to get out of bounds. When it runs out of territory, he gets out of bounds. And undoubtedly, he was out of bounds when he took that shot. I think Colin Niles is up and walking. Yeah, he's down there near Coach Grund getting the next play. That just shows that he understands the game. Need to move on. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. That's a huge penalty.
Well, they can, in high school ball, they can have somebody go to the bench for the rest of the game for stuff like that.
In Kewaskum, it did happen. That player was sent to the bench for the rest of the game.
We're talking about the last game of the conference season at Kewaskum.
I believe this kid did come to the bench, but I think the coach asked him to come to the bench, and that's a nice job of coaching by the Camelsport Cougar coaching staff.
22.
What number was it? Did we have a number?
Pass.
First and 10 now. Panthers are at about the 20-yard line of the Cougars, leading 14-0 here in the first half. Niles looking, and now rolls left, going to throw it, and Kane will be right there and catch it and step out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, right near the 10-yard line.
And that's Zach Kane.
Zach Kane with and Zach Kane did a nice job just keeping his feet on the ground, catching the ball, and stepping out, taking that clock. He and Colin have really done a nice job of developing a rapport.
They have. Yep. Sometimes you just throw it up there. Let Kane jump up for it.
First and goal at the 10. You got to go the whole 10-yard here in order to get the touchdown. And Panthers will come with a triple to the right side. Trakel is going to bust it up inside. Not very well blocked by the kids that set out in front here. But they're going to take it down to about the 6-yard line. 1:13 left.
Now late flags, dead ball flags, 2 of them, so something big happened.
And the kids are asking for somebody to come in. Oh, Trakel is hurt. This is not good because we have already lost Staling to a broken wrist, and Trakel is holding his left shoulder or his left arm. Looks like now they're hopefully it's not significant because you can't lose too many tailbacks and be successful.
They're calling a personal foul against the Panthers.
Wow. Back 15.
Well,
that's expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive, and that's not smart football. Sometimes you get caught up in the whole situation there. They'll get a definition and explanation on the sideline, but that's a tough break for the Panthers. Plenty of time yet to score, but it now makes it a tough situation. It'll be interesting if it was a dead ball foul. Trakel walked off on his own power, but holding his left arm a little bit. Hopefully not as significant as it first looked. It was a dead ball foul, so it'll be 2nd and 21 and 2nd and goal at about the 21 or 22-yard line. Clock has started. Running down to about a minute. Bocchini in motion. Kane catches up on the inside. He's going to turn to the outside. He's got a chance. He will score. Zach Kane did a nice job of grabbing that ball out of the air. What he did a nice job, Mike, is turning the jets on, getting to the corner.
He shifted gears very nicely, didn't he?
Yep.
Duffy found another gear there, and he ran away from people.
20-0, Panthers lead in this first half. There's only 54 seconds left in this first half. And, you're going 2nd, 21. You're saying, oh, maybe we'll get a field goal out of this. But this high-octane offense, They throw the ball around pretty well.
And we were wondering, we hadn't seen Kane's number a little bit in the first quarter. Now you're going to see a lot of it. You can see just how good he can be.
Well, Bocchini was running like what they call a circle route. And That will hit the upright. Well, we have a late flag here. So this could be replayed again.
45 ran into the center.
They might have been coming right at the center. I'm not sure. Was it?
That's a re-kick, isn't it? Or no?
If it's against the Panthers, it'll be no good.
What
If it's a dead ball foul, it might be no good, and the Panthers will get the march off at the kickoff, which would be too bad.
there might have been some talk about the center getting hit.
A chop block. Yeah, you cannot chop block. You
Wow.
cannot, you know.
Wow, that's a call from the past.
I think if you're from like center to tackle, you may go down, but anything outside of that, you cannot go below the waist, and I think that's what the call might have been. But Panthers 20-0 here, 54 seconds in the first half.
What's really odd is on a kicking on
Chop block
an extra
extra point. It's kind of like, you know,
Can get run into.
we'll have another one of our ads here. How about that, Mike?
You bet. Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showroom, located behind McDonald's in Plymouth, has a fine selection of furniture, including sofas, gliders, recliners, tables, mattresses, bedroom sets, dining room sets, full line of leather sofas, chairs, plus a whole lot more. Off a wide variety of styles, so you always find something that you like. Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showroom. You'll be delighted with what you see.
Kind of stuff. They've got to stay off of that. Our kids have got to be
45.
higher.
45.
And Papa Murphy's Pizza, made fresh, right before your eyes, or you take it home and put it in your oven. Bake in your own oven, always piping hot when you want it. Papa Murphy's, love it. 425 degrees.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
It's my turn to cook. That's what I do. Well, Panthers will be kicking off at their 40 as the penalty was declined, and Bocchini tries to wrestle him down, will not get him. Reverses field again, twice now, and they'll tackle him down inside the 10-yard line. 42 seconds left. I don't think you'll see the Panthers use timeouts to get that ball back, but
No.
boy, I thought he had a chance to return it outside the 15, maybe the 20, and all of a sudden, boom, they're inside the 10. So, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Cougars have one first down in this first half, Mike.
Yep.
Panther defense been quite stellar.
They've gotten 2 turnovers and have only
Cougars have had
manufactured one first down.
Panthers have given up the ball 2 times to the Cougars, and they have not been able to capitalize on it. Field position in the first quarter was all Cougars, and Panthers have just really maintained some composure here.
You know, they could have had a lot of bad things happen when you have 2 turnovers out of the 3 possessions that you had to start the game, and the defense stood right in there and played tough.
2nd and 7. Dylan Ermer on the nose right here.
This is the
Nice
last
tackle
play
there
of
by
the first
Riker.
half. We're coming to you from Campbellsport. It's homecoming. So
Timeout
we're going to
called
take
here.
a break during the homecoming festivities here at halftime. We'll be back with maybe some stats and stuff from the first half.
First half, 20-0 Panthers. Been all Panthers. The Panthers defense been stellar, unbelievable, and the offense is just coming up to speed.
Yep, and so we'll be right back with the second half. I'm told that Kurt has pushed record.
Okay, so we're back.
I've got a few stats for you, Brad.
All right, 20-0 is a very important stat.
Oh, yeah,
Panthers
20
lead at
nothing.
halftime.
We're coming from Campbellsport. It's homecoming in Campbellsport, and the Panthers lead right now 20-0. And a few stats from the first half. Campbellsport was 0 for 3 in passing, and they were 20 carries for 19 yards. So they're less than a yard a carry.
Nice math figuring out there, Mike. You did a good job.
Well, you know, sometime. And 1 first down. Now compare that to the Plymouth offense. Now remember, Plymouth they barely had the ball in the first quarter.
Well, they gave up the ball on the ground twice.
Yep, 2 fumbles and 2 punts in the first quarter. They scored at the beginning of the second quarter, and most of this happened then in the second quarter. Niles was 13 of 16 for 130 yards and a touchdown, 18 carries for 93 yards.
Wow.
10 first downs. So really, if you look at it, they had a great second quarter.
They had a great second quarter, no question about that. You just want them to come out consistent now in this third quarter and fourth quarter. This whole second half should be Panthers have it kind of figured out. Defensively, Panthers have been solid. The only first down they gave up was when the Campbellsport Cougars went to a wishbone, solid wishbone, double tights, and just kind of came right at us. And but that's not going to get the job done all night, that's for sure. So. Well, Panthers received in the first half. Will kick off in the second half. Weinbauer to kick off. Has done a nice job of putting the ball down deep. And whistled into play, and here's the kickoff. Down inside the 5, right at the 5. And a nice job by the Panthers to cover there. I'd like to see a little bit more solid tackling instead of, as Lombardi would say, grab, grab, grab. Don't grab, put a hat on them, But they pin him down just outside, or right at about the 20-yard line, so good coverage there. Anytime that happens in high school football, you got to feel good about it.
Once again, Weinbauer does a nice job of getting the ball down there far enough, and we had good coverage this time. Stayed in the lanes.
1st and 10 Cougars at their own 20. We'll set that defense for you. And a loose ball right here. And no gain. A little mix-up on the handoff there. We have Bradley on the nose. We have Luke Held at one defensive end and Wesley Miner at the other defensive end. Inside linebackers are Omen, Huffman, and Williford. Quick pitch outside on the option, and well defended there as Panthers will take him down for a short gain. It brings up third and about 9 yards.
And the defense is going to set the tone for what's going to happen in the second half. And right now in these first couple plays, the defense is playing right.
Outside linebackers are number 7 Trakel, number 45 Albers. Your corners are Pickard and Niles, and the safety is Reichert. Here comes 3rd and 9. Motion to the right side and a quick false start indication here.
Ooh, against the Panthers.
False start against the Panthers? There's no such thing. And now he's pointing the other way.
Yeah.
We're all sitting up here with some of the coaches and all that stuff, and it's he was false start, and he pointed at the Panther. I'm going, how does a defense false start? I don't know if he can do that.
Towards downtown.
Well, I've been kind of thinking, well, I'm not going to go there. Brings up 3rd and 14. We'll get downtown soon enough, right?
Well, they kind of blew it by not getting that extra point. I told him he has to go for 2 and they score the next one.
Double wings are coming this way. Going to try to turn it up. And he's going to gain about 9 yards, almost 10. But it'll bring up 4th and about 5 yards. Look for the punt formation here for the Cougars.
So the Panther defense does do its job. They give them a 3-and-out to start the second half, and that's what you want to do. You want to set the tone. Our defense is going to play this game in the second half, just like it did the first half.
3-and-out, that's all you can ask. Back to receive is Bocchini and Kane. Kane will catch that ball just inside the 40, over the left side, turns it up, busts it outside, and a late flag. And the flag's going to be, that's going to bring that back with a block in the back by, I think, Reichert. I think Reichert got in the position, and sometimes you just got to let it be.
Yep.
Let it be. Don't take the 10-yard or 15-yard, 10 or 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
Allow the return to get what you get and live with it.
Instead of being on the other side of the 50, we're going to be inside the 40, around the.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty. That'll bring it down inside the 40, down to about the 36-yard line.
Yep.
It will be 1st and 10, however, not 1st and 20.
Right. Yeah, the good news is it wasn't on first down because
Exactly.
it's still 1st and 10.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you, Kane caught that just inside the 40 and had 10 yards before he even had contact coming towards him. So that's really a penalty that you just don't like to see. Bukini underneath will not get the ball. Traco will get it up, and we have a late flag. I don't know what that's all about because that play was underway, then a whistle came, then a flag came, and a false start. Boy, I tell you, that play looked like it was going to break pretty well for Traco. I don't know if you just don't come back with that sometime in this first series here because that looked pretty sharp right there. But that's not the way you want to start as a
No, it's not where you want to start your offense in the second half.
You know, offensive coordinators like 1st and 10, not 1st and 15s. Just underway here in the third quarter. Brad Volbrecht along with Mike Briggs and Kurt Zolp on the camera. There's Niles over the right side. He's busting the open. Could have cut back against the green. He's going to gain about 14 yards back.
Up, he gets the penalty plus 9.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. And I really think you're going to see a little bit of a variety of things coming out of the backfield. Panther going to show a little bit of ball faking here and some ball handling and go right at them.
A lot of things in the playbook on a 2nd and 1.
Well, that's one thing Coach Grahn will not be accused of is having a very small playbook. He's got a huge playbook, and he likes to try lots of stuff. Traco over the right side. Now, Traco will bust in the open. He's into the secondary. Ball comes loose. And we have a flag, we have a whistle, and that's going to be spotted down.
It was blowing dead.
Well, you know, these are a couple whistles now that have been kind of suspect, but it is blown dead.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I'm not sure. I agree with it. But Traco will take it down to about the 41-yard line of the Campbellsport Cougars. It'll be 1st and 10. No argument by the Cougars defense or the coaching staff, so undoubtedly Traco was on his seat and dead. Or the ball was dead, I should say. There's Kane. That is what we call a flea flicker. You give it off to the back.
Yep.
Back had the direct snap, attacked the line of scrimmage, and then tossed it back to Niles. Everybody was committing to the run, and Kane decoyed that and got behind the defense, and that'll be a throw from Niles to Kane for a 41-yard touchdown pass. 26-0. Panthers lead with 9:02 left in this third quarter.
They didn't take my message, though. They're going for 1.
Well, we were talking about that.
We were calculating the point to 35 when we have a continuous clock, and because of the missed extra point in the first half, it's going to take an extra score.
The extra point is no good. And that's 2 no good extra points. And I got to tell you, Mike, that's something that when you get into the playoffs, you better shore that up because that could be the difference of winning or losing when you get into the playoffs or into a very crucial game. Well, now, we're going to play Kewaskum next week.
We've got another kicker, too, though, because Niles kicked the field goal, if you remember back. So there's some competition back there.
And hopefully, in one way or another, it's squared away to a point where we can make a difference.
Ace Supply and Rental, located at 24th Thayer Street in Plymouth, is everything you need to tackle those fall lawn care projects. They offer aerators, cod setters, and a whole lot more. Looks like Ace Supply and Rental is all ready for that fall yard work. Are you? Better check it out at Ace Supply and Rental, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 4, 8938-676. 8938-676, that is Ace Supply and Rental.
9:02 left in the third quarter. Panthers lead 26-0.
That's live, that's live, that's live.
And retrieved there down near the goal line. Well covered by the Panthers again.
Wow, he was
And then
lucky
we'll
to get
take
it out
the,
there. That was a
run
live
back.
ball inside, down about the 1. That was still a live ball.
Absolutely live ball. The ball is automatically dead when it goes into the end zone on any kind of kick. You cannot take it out of the end zone.
In high
But-
school, you cannot.
In high school, you cannot.
So Campbellsport
First
gets
and
stuck
10
with
for
some
the
pretty,
Cougars at their
pretty deep in their own
15-yard line.
end zone.
14-yard line, I'm going to say. Straight drop after a ball fake, and they're going to sack him at about the 10-yard line. That's going to be Bradley. Zach,
Yep.
Jake,
The defense is not letting up.
and Bradley off the nose tackle. I mean, I was looking at the statistics where Bradley plays center and goes against a kid that's about 315 pounds. Now, Bradley's about 210, 215, but he's a competitor, and he has
Yep.
great technique.
It sure is.
Wishbone power situation here. Dive over the right side, nothing doing. Panther defense has been stellar all night.
Yep.
I mean, right now, the Cougars cannot really pass the ball. They really don't have a passing offense, so to speak. But they try to do a lot of deception, like a lot of misdirection.
Yep.
And they like to come right at you with good size. But boy, the Panthers have just played very, very good defense all night.
This is certainly a throwing down but they keep it on the ground.
3rd and 14. Keep it on the ground.
Gonna bring
And
up 4th down.
it's going to bring up 4th down. Gain of about 3 yards. Bring up 4th and 11. And right now, if you're the Camel Sport Cougars head coach, you're looking at, I've looked at my playbook, and there's not a lot going good right now as far as what can I run. So you try some things, but at the same time, it's very difficult. Bikini
He's
and
running out of plays in the book is what
exactly.
I think is happening.
There might be some flea flicker time and some odds and ends, but you got to have time in the backfield, and he hasn't. And the quarterback has not had time.
That's going to be a very short punt.
Nice job by Bocchini to hustle up there and take that fair catch. That you know it as well as anybody. My pet peeve is a punt not getting
Right. You just let it roll for another 20 yards.
You got to just
Drives you
take the
nuts.
fair catch or field it and run with it, but you can't let it roll.
Stop in at your locally owned Napa parts store located at Clover Lane in Plymouth for all your auto part needs. Additional stores located in Sheboygan and Random Lake. That's Napa Parts of Plymouth.
Well, Omens runs onto the field as a fullback here with Williford at the back, and the linebacker will come untouched and take Williford to the ground. Loss of about 4 yards. Now, I'll tell you, we've had that a few times where they've had a linebacker blitz, and we really have not picked it up very well, and that's going to be something that Panthers are going to work on for the next couple weeks, I'm sure. Traco back in now. Second and 13 for the Panthers. Fake over the right side. Over to Traco. Traco will bust it up inside. Does a nice job of keeping his balance and his feet. We run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line down near late spot by the officials here.
You've got to like the way he runs after the catch.
Absolutely.
I just love to watch him run after he takes that catch.
You know what he does very well is he keeps his legs churning, but he also keeps them away to the defender. He always kind of tries to keep some distance and kicks his legs away from the defender, which not a lot of players can do very well. Gain of about 7 yards, 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Gain of almost 9 yards, I should stand corrected here. Bocchini in motion. This is the play that I thought they'd come back with, and they did. Trakel over the left side. He's on the outside edge. He's going to score. Touchdown. I said, Mike, they're going to come back with that play.
That is
because
exactly
it opened
the
up.
play. If you remember the exact play where they had
Illegal procedure.
And
And it broke wide open,
Yep.
and it brought it back. I said, they're going to come back with that play. And indeed, that was the play right there. Very well run by the Plymouth Panthers. And now a 32-0 lead for the Panthers with 6:17 left in the third quarter. Weinbauer to kick. And that one's going to be blocked. I tell you, Weinbauer took a long time to get to that, get to the hold and get to the kick. So they've got some work to do on extra points, and that should be a very simple play for the Panthers. Not tonight.
Not tonight. 2020 Vision. We're celebrating 20 years at 2020 Vision, and wish to thank you for voting us the best of the best of Sheboygan County. We're dedicated to the eye care needs of our patients. We will continue to provide the best care possible. Call 2020 Visions today, 893-EYES to schedule your appointment. 2020 Vision, congratulations, 20 years in the business.
And Plymouth Plumbing and Heating offers a wide variety of services, including faucet repair, drain cleaning, and radon mitigation systems. They also feature a large range of products, from water heaters and softeners to boilers and disposals, plus handle a full line of Kohler products. All this at Plymouth Plumbing and Heating on the corner of PP and Pleasantville Road. Check out the beautiful Kohler showroom at Plymouth Plumbing and Heating. It's a great place to gather ideas for that new kitchen, bath, or laundry room. Visit their website at www.plymouth-plumbing.com.
So the Panthers lead 32-0. 3 more points and it will be a continuous clock.
Well, the Panthers have been very dominant in this third quarter. Weinbauer will kick it down, and he will catch it at the 1 yard line. Nice cut. That time he did not come all the way across the field, and right now Panthers really having a tough time of putting people down on the ground, but good coverage again. Inside the 25, you'll take that. I'd like to see a little bit better tackling, but that time the runner really didn't bring it to this side. He kind of like cut it up, and nice return. Brody Reichert on the tackle. Well, you're going to see a few more kids out there. We'll try to keep up with their numbers. On the nose is number 57, Dylan Ermer is on the nose. Defensive ends are number 25. That's going to be Aaron Unger, senior defensive end. And up over the right side, and a gain of about 6 yards.
That might be the largest gain they've had on the ground tonight. You know, 6-7.
Yep. The other defensive end, number 70, is Trevor Jensema. Linebackers still remain Ullman and Huffman on the inside, along with Williford. Outside linebackers are Albers and Miskey, I believe. Number 4 is out there right now. Corners are Pickard and Bocchini, and your safety is Reichert. That sets that defense that's out there right now. Third and a short one. Over the left side with the fullback. That'll be the second first down for the Camelsport Cougars in the game, and just basically taking it right at the Panthers right there. Nothing fancy.
They're keeping it in the box. You know, they keep their
Well, I think what the Camelsport Cougars coaches are thinking is like, we need to establish something and get a positive out of the evening somewhere along the line, because right now it has not been anything but all Panthers in the second half. Gain of about 2 over the right side. Huffman, I believe, on the tackle.
and let's also say the Panthers are putting a few different people out there too.
Well, sure.
Giving a little break to some of those varsity guys.
Well, we were talking about, you know, if you have a continuous clock, then that second half goes so fast and kids don't get some time out there. Right now, they're going to have plenty of time out there. Another give over the right side and well defended, and you know that's all good exposure for young kids that are going to maybe have to step up. You know, you've heard it so many times in college ball, you know, even pro ball. Next guy up. Somebody gets hurt, you are the next guy up.
Yep.
You better be ready to play, and this is good exposure for a number of kids.
And there's no way you can duplicate playing time.
Exactly. 3rd and 6, option, and they're going to pitch it to the outside, and he's going to run out of bounds just short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th and about 3 is where the spot's going to be. And they are definitely going to go for it. There's no reason for them not to at this point.
Right.
And it's just a smash mouth situation right here over the right side. He's going to come up. Oh, it's going to be awfully close. Depends upon the spot.
I think he's
Albert's
short.
there. I got to believe he's going to be short. Oh, they got to. Oh.
Did you see the referee take a step?
Now, I have to tell you, he has no business spotting that ball. It's both line judges have the job of spotting that. The umpire has he's supposed to look to the sidelines for that spot, and for him to spot that ball is, I guess, structurally as officials is incorrect. Doesn't mean a lot in the game, to tell you the truth, but I haven't seen that for a long time. And they are going to have that first down, and it's going to be a first down because of the spot, to tell you the truth.
I did not think they initially had it.
Well, again, what's supposed to happen there, both line judges are watching the movement of that ball. What I mean by line judges, the ones that are standing at the sidelines and watch the movement of the ball forward or backward, and then they spot the ball. Now, the umpire will put the ball down, but he'll spot it based on where these side judges, these line judges are, and he did not do that there. Didn't make a great difference. Gain of about 3. Ermer there, along with Jensema. Gain of about 2 or 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now next week, the Panthers go on the road to Kewaskum.
It'll be the final game of the conference. Panthers will seal up tonight a share of the title. Nice job by Reichert getting all the way out there, but not enough inside-out pursuit to make that play go backwards before it got to the corner. You don't mind them getting outside. This defense is designed to bump, or what we call bounce stuff to the outside. But there was really no pressure to make it bounce deeper, and that allows your inside-out pursuit to gain on it, but that didn't happen there. Another pitch to the other side. Reichert's going to be there, not make the tackle, but good pursuit backside. Good hustle.
Going to force him into another fourth down call.
Albers did a nice job of following that play, and Reichert right there.
So it'll be now another tight 4th down.
Absolutely, and you know they're going to come kind of like power right at you here. A little bit different formation here. Looking to get outside. Counter. It's a pass. He's going to gain the yardage and the first down and more. Comes back against the screen and tackled there by Bocchini. Now, a little bit of that is, you know, when you got a pass rush, you got to kind of stay disciplined to make sure that he can't bounce out to the outside like that. And that was not really good disciplined rush right there by the Panthers. But give the kid from Camelsport credit. He stayed alive and found a soft spot and got outside and made it happen. 1st and 10 Cougars inside the 30. There's a counter.
Well,
and I'll tell you, we had a defender run right by that.
Yep.
You know.
Well, we are also seeing the lack of experience in some of the new people out there.
Yep, a little bit of that. 1st and 10 inside the 25, inside the 15-yard line. Still in the 3rd quarter, 2:09 and counting. In the 3rd quarter, Panthers lead 32-0. Now your starting group is back out there again. Luke Held on the tackle right there. Gain of 1 or 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
I know as a defensive coordinator and head coach, Dan Knaus would like to keep them scoreless.
Well, I think more.
But you got to mix it with getting your guys
Absolutely.
experience too.
I think more than that, he expected the kids to be more disciplined. And right here, against a good group, touchdown Cougars on the option. And there are a few subs out there, but I think moreover, I think Coach Knaus is looking like saying, hey, we prepare everybody. We don't just prepare starters. And when people are running by plays that they know come out of certain formations, he wants to talk with that kid, say, hey, we talked about this. This defense is a disciplined defense where we all have to, you know, maintain lanes and stuff like that. And that didn't happen on that drive. Extra point is good. 32-7, Panthers lead with 1:18 left in this third quarter.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Let State Farm agent Jim Schutt in Plymouth help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Jim handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else, more money too, because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts up to 40%. That's money Jim can help put towards a college savings plan. Called State Farm agent Jim Schutt today and get to a better state.
And Meyer Motors in Plymouth is your source for new or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans, and now offers emissions testing. Meyer Motors has been doing business right here in Plymouth since 1926 and are proud to be a part of the Plymouth community. So you can visit Meyer Motors online at www.gomeyermotors.com, or feel free to stop through and meet the friendly and knowledgeable staff. If you value selection, price, and service, then you'll find great value at Meyer Motors in Plymouth. Meyer Motors, always a better deal. Kick is going to be returned here by Trakel. And Trakel will take it out to about the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers. And I think Coach Knauss is going to just kind of stay with his group here a little bit, make some subs and mix in, trickle a few kids in there because it's still early. I mean, we're still in the third quarter.
Yep.
32-7 Panther lead. Jen's about at right tackle now for Minert. Omen over, and Niles will keep it. No gain.
I wonder if he was supposed to have handed that off. I wonder if there's.
Well, that's his read. He's got to read that, and I think he read that. But you have a new fullback in there.
Yep.
With Omen, so you got to make decisions based on the read, but at the same time you have to have a comfort level with your fullback. 2nd and 10. Split left. Tight end right with the wideout. Niles rolling right. He's going to look again. He comes up throwing, looking deep. Bucchini right there. I think Bucchini thought somebody else was going to catch that, but that was totally intended for Bucchini, and Bucchini got a hand up on it late. But
he put the hands on it.
Yeah, I think he thought Kane was coming across to catch that, but that was all Bucchini. Bucchini finds that ball early. I think he adjusts, catches, and goes the distance. But it'll bring up 3rd and 10. Well, Niles did a nice job of buying some time there. He started rolling out. Looked like he was going to run. Didn't get the angle he wanted to run and just kind of set up and looked and, found Bucchini, but not able to complete the pass. Pickard on your bottom side, Kane on the top side, slots with Trakel and Williford. I should say with Bucchini and Williford. Niles is going to roll left, going to turn it up, and he's going to get close to that first down. They're going to mark it right short, just short.
Maybe a step short.
Probably a half a yard short.
Just shy of the first down mark.
Panthers have a tough decision right here, but ball's out of bounds, so 17 seconds left in this third quarter. He's going to send the punt team out there.
You can show punt because you're snapping back to Niles anyway.
And don't be surprised if they try something a little bit here just to shake things up, try to draw them offside again.
Make the team next week look at it.
Exactly. Exactly. Some people say hold on to those secrets, but I say give them more things to look at. This is that scrum formation. You'll see Niles roll to the right. He'll have the option to run or throw. He's going to kick or throw, I should say. And a punt away and a fair catch. And down at about the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, just outside the 30, 1st and 10 for the Camelsport Cougars.
They trail the Panthers.
Whether you're looking for Cellcom, cellular phones, mobile internet service, satellite TV, TV antennas, Plymouth Radio Shack can take care of your needs. They're your source for Cellcom, DirecTV, and Dish Network. Sales, installation, service. See Dan or Allison in the store, 534 Walton Drive, just north of Walmart on Highway 57. Plymouth Radio Shack. See how we can help.
First and 10 Cougars at their own 31-yard line. And a dive up the middle. Fullback's going to take it for about 18 yards, almost 20. 19-yard gain for Zomer. Well, that's against your number ones out there, Mike. That's a situation where they picked up something at halftime, and that'll end this third quarter here. Panthers lead 32-7. That'll end the third quarter, and we have a few more of our backers we want to get in here.
Waldo State Bank, serving the community since 1913. That's 100 years, Brad. Scott Richards might be one of their founding fathers.
He said he was from Waldo.
Come visit us at 119 North Depot Street in the bustling downtown Waldo. Or on our website, www.waldostatebank.com. Waldo State Bank member, FDIC.
And looking for that special bridal set for the largest selection at the lowest prices, shop at Niesman's Diamond Center, where you're always finding a great buy. Niesman's is located at West 5132 County Road O, just north of Highway 23 on the corner of Pleasant View Road and County Trunk O. And Four Seasons Comfort is all about quality service with your comfort in mind, servicing all of Sheboygan County. They specialize in installing and servicing residential and commercial heating and cooling systems, plus do refrigeration and boilers. Four Seasons Comfort handles Trane and Heil heating and cooling systems. If you're looking to update your furnace or AC unit, call the experts at Four Seasons Comfort at 565-2095 to arrange for a free, no obligation quote on a system that's just right for your home or business. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 49-yard line, their own 49, just about in Plymouth territory. Cougars coming off a score and a quick 3-and-out by the Panthers. Have gained some momentum in this game. Another fullback dive over the right side, and of course the fullback does not go down easy. He's going to gain about 3-4 yards. Well, you get a little complacent, you know, sometimes when you're up by a bunch.
Yep.
And it's time for us to pick up the pace here a little bit. Gain of about 4 yards will bring 2nd and 6, a long 6. And Holman has an equipment situation, so they need a new linebacker. And it'll be a linebacker that needs to go to our side of the ball. Oh, I shouldn't mention his name. Cole Brugink.
Well, that makes sense now.
He's in now at an inside backer, what we call a flex linebacker. Here's that option. And boy, I tell you, the quarterback holds on to it for a long time. And nice job by Luke Held going inside out, making that turn back up inside, and running back will lose his footing and go down. Coach from Campbellsport just talking, get up the field. Don't make the cut, just get up the field.
Yeah. A little bit of a loss on the play.
3rd and 8. It's fun to be up here because you can hear Coach Knaus yelling all the things he wants them to watch. Watch the counter. Well, it's a straight drop, ball fake, long ball. Caught by the Cougars and down inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 12.
First down and 10 for the Cougars.
That's a good play by the Cougars. Bocchini was right there, but just couldn't find the ball. Didn't turn around in time to defend it. So 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for the Cougars. That is the first completed pass that I'm aware of.
It is. And that was a big pass.
And look to the sideline, get the play. That's going to. Here's your counter and the penalty. We have a legal procedure, I believe. Dead ball, offside on the Panthers.
Oh.
Well,
Panther was in the neutral zone.
Absolutely.
Had his head over the ball.
You don't need to help the Cougars anymore because they've gained some momentum and got some things going right now. Don't like to give them 5 yards. 1st and 5. I'll tell you, that was a very nice play by our nose guard or our inside backer, Cody Huffman. Huffman with a nice job of coming on the blitz and stood that fullback, good-sized kid, the fullback, Zomer. And he'll meet him right in the hole. Zomer is about 240 pounds, 235, somewhere in there. And got stood up very nicely by Huffman. Brings up 2nd and 6, a loss of 1. Over the right side, running back knifes up inside, going to get down inside the 5. Very close to a 1st down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and very short. 3rd and 1. Well, this is about the time Coach Canals likes to throw everybody at it and goes with everything but the kitchen sink. Dive over left side. It's going to be inside the 5 down to about the 4. This will be a 1st and goal at about the 4-yard line for the Campbellsport Cougars. 32-7, Panthers lead here with 9:06 left in the 4th quarter. It was all Panthers until late in the 3rd quarter, and now beginning of the 4th, Cougars have sprung to life here.
Yep. Momentum is a dangerous animal.
Well, you know you're going to come away with a win, 32-7. I'm going to say that, but you sure like to end on a positive note. And right now, the Cougars are making a statement that, and to tell you the truth, this helps the Cougars because they go into next week against another team, and that team's going to be looking and say, boy, this team had no quitting it whatsoever.
Well, you have to understand the Cougars, they're fighting for a playoff spot.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They were
got to be 500 or better in order to qualify. It's going to be 4th and short. Again, I don't think you're going to see anything fancy other than they're going to come right at us with their meat and potatoes, which is a good size offensive line. What the Panthers want to do here is find a situation where they can shoot the gap. You only hope that you can shoot the gap and find the back in the backfield. Clock is running just under 9 minutes now. And that might have met with, I think he might have lost a little bit there. I think the Panthers are going to get this ball back on downs. And they've already made a ruling, I believe, on the far side, Panther ball, as they gave it to the smaller of the backs. I got to question that. Why would you not give it to your 235-pound fullback? Instead, you give it to the.
Yep. So the Panthers get it deep in their own, but the defense bent a long ways, but they didn't quite break.
Well, they let some time come off the clock. Now you're back inside the shade of your goalposts or shadows of your goalposts, and play calling here means you're going to kind of come right at the Cougars here a little bit and try to get out of that shadow of your own goalposts. It says
maybe not there.
Well, Williford over the left side. Kind of a trap. I think they're trying to run a trap down there. That's a tough situation there when they got a lot of people at the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 9, I should say. Well, you got a senior, a 3-year starter at quarterback senior. You really don't have to be afraid to throw the ball because he makes good decisions. Now that I said that.
Yeah, there you go.
Indeed, it's a dive over the right side to, I believe, Trakel, or Williford, rather.
Gets out to the 10, maybe.
That was Trakel. He's out to about the 10-yard line. They're going to need 5 more yards to get a 1st down. So it brings up 3rd and 5. And unofficially it's 3rd and 4. Well, here you got some options. You can roll out a little bit, put a little pressure on the edges a little bit, throw the ball if you like. And Coach Grahn, I'm sure, is not afraid to Not going to hesitate to make any kind of call here whatsoever, given the 3-year starter at quarterback.
Panthers take a timeout.
And another one of our backers is Bank First National. At Bank First, you'll discover what community banking is all about. Local people making local decisions to help make banking easier. Their ties to the Plymouth area are strong, and they are fully committed to their community. Visit Bank First National today and discover what makes Bank First an easy choice for all your financial needs.
And Plymouth Community Education and Recreation fall registration is already passed. Look for the course guide on the web throughout the community and of course into the fall here. They have everything from dance line to Zumba to kids in the kitchen, tumbling. It's all there. Also, they have some things that have just started up with green cleaning, clutter reduction, knitting, basic woodworking. Make it, bake it, sew it, grow it. In holiday gift class. That one you might want, Brad. Holiday gift class. Okay?
That works for me.
Community Education Recreation offers learning and recreational opportunities for all ages. Give them a ring.
3rd and 4. Niles under center, fakes the ball. Looking deep here. We got Kane adjusting the ball. He will catch it. And he's out to about the 51-yard line. Nice job by Zach Kane adjusting to that ball. Well defended by the Campbellsport Cougar player, but Zach was able to find that ball a little quicker and get to a point where he could corral it.
40 yards?
40 yards, 42 and to be exact. From the 10 to the 52. No, there's no 52. It's a 48 of Campbellsport Cougars.
You're starting to sound like Todd Niles with your math.
There you go. Or I'm sounding like you, like the punt came off his foot.
Yeah, usually does.
Yeah. We've all had those moments.
And we'll have them again.
1st and 10 at the Cougar 48. High formation. Quarterback sneak. And I think what you're looking here that you're going to see the JV group right out there right now. They've got the first down. They've got some distance, and you have your JV group right here. Quarterback is Jake Schneider. We'll try to get those linemen for you. Number 71 at left tackle is Henry Heim. And we'll get more as we go here. Hildebrand at fullback. And the tailback has the ball. We'll try to get his name for you. Jensma is in there at the other tackle position. Trying to get the number of the ball carrier there. And I believe it was Miskey, number 4. Trevor Miskey on the carry. 1 guard is Cole Brugink at left guard, I believe.
Giving the JVs a little time out there on a varsity field. The JV
some JV, some second players, you know. Yep. Miskey over the left side, nothing there. But he continues to work.
Something.
Oh yeah, he did.
Something.
And it might not have been Miskey. It might have been number 21. Gabe Meyer might have been out there.
Going to bring up 4th down.
Indeed, it was Gabe Meyer on the carry. At a tight end, number 86. Number 86 is Nick Schultz. At center, number 74 is David Mayer. David Mayer at center. Hard to get all the numbers as they go to the other side, but
the JVs will play on Monday.
Correct.
Against the Campbellsport JVs. The freshmen played last night, and they defeated the Campbellsport freshmen 30-16. Congratulations to those freshman squad. They have a record of.
I think the freshmen are 7-0. Undefeated freshman squad. Haven't had that for a long time. I mean, since we were coaching, Mike, we always had undefeated teams. I don't know why it took so long for the, Jeremy Ross to get that group to come around to undefeated.
We honestly, when we were coaching,
like giving them a hard time.
When we were coaching the freshmen, we really didn't believe that some of the other schools practiced every night.
Williford back to punt as they go 4th and 7. At 4th and 3, took the delay of game. Ball's fumbled there. And very well covered by the Panthers. Traco, Bukini, and Miskey there on the coverage.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Campbellsport Cougars. Inside or at their own 15.
85 yards away with 4:57 left in the game, Brad.
Again, Plymouth Community Television invites you to become a member of the Backers, and we'll spread the good word about your fine business or organization. As a member of the Backers, your business or organization will be continuing the support of quality community programming on TV 14. For more information, call Ginny at 920-933-3382 or the studio at 893-0006. Here comes the counter. And again, gain of about 10. And what happens with that counter is you get somebody way too deep on the rush and they can come up inside of that. And that is indeed what happened right there. And, Coach Canales is going to work with the kids that don't get a chance to play and the kids that now have a chance to play, because he wants to constantly keep developing players that are smart and disciplined. That's mostly your number one group out there, though, too. Quarterback over the left side. Trakel on the tackle. 4:36 left and counting in the fourth quarter. Panthers lead 32-7.
You sent your second squad out there, and they're looking across at a 315-pound lineman.
Right. Well, here comes your second squad.
We had people on the field. This is going to go against the Panthers.
Yeah, we might not have got everybody off.
Right, we did not.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 11 out there.
Yeah, but I think we had some on the not quite off the field.
Oh, not quite off. Did not get off the field in time. And that's illegal substitution or illegal participation, however you want to do it. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Or the play, I believe. I don't think you can have both.
You can't.
Indeed, they're going to mark a 5-yard penalty. It was a 4-yard gain. And this will be a 5-yard mark out. It will take it out to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars with 4:20 left in the fourth quarter. Again, Brad Wahlberg along with Mike Briggs and Kurt Zope on the camera. Double wings, fullback set. This is what they usually come out with early on in the evening. Nice cut up inside. And run out of bounds down inside Panther territory, just outside the Panther 40-yard line. What happened there, Mike, is your corner came up, but your corner kind of turned it in, but he's got to make a hit on that if he comes clean. And Pickard came up hard, but he's got to put a hit on that. And good job by Unger. Inside out pursuit, just a little bit behind the play. 1st and 10. Nice job of pursuit there. Number 68 coming inside out, made first contact. That's Cole Meyer, but Cole Meyer put a hit on him but didn't wrap him up. And that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards probably. What Cole Meyer needs to do there is put that hit on and then just wrap it up. Jensma at a defensive end. Unger at a defensive end. And now we have a penalty. This could be offsides against the Panthers.
It is offsides against the Panthers, Brad.
I believe on the nose we have number 60. That's going to be Pat Lemkule. Well, the Panthers have a host of subs out there, and that's one of the things, Mike, I've always felt that when you see the team that's up by a bunch, put the subs out there.
Yep.
It should happen on the other side, and I see a lot of same numbers out there from the Campbellsport Cougars.
The Cougars want to score another touchdown.
And I don't know what they gain out of that.
No.
You don't develop a program by doing that.
I think you gain more by getting some of your subs in there too and getting competition that's equal.
And it is homecoming night. Here's a counter. Nice job right there. Cole Bruging, I believe, on the play there. Loss of about a yard. Brings up 3rd and 2. Hurry up offense right here. Motion this way. And the quarterback will turn it up inside. Tackled there by number 79 and number 17. I got to get these names now. 79 I'll probably have no problem with. 79 is Isaac Zimmerman. But number 17 is our foreign exchange student, and that is Kyle, nope, I take that back. It's Kyle Tooney. There's a counter again. And the Panthers read it quite well. Hildebrand on the tackle, along with number 85, Alex Lefebvre with the tackle there. Panthers running a lot of kids in and out here. Now coming in is Mikko Luxiala. Luxiala is a foreign exchange student from Finland. Fake on the counter. Ball coming along here. And incomplete. Had a chance to be completed. On the defense is number 81. That's Adam Schmitz. Adam got turned around a little bit. Lucky that it was a drop ball. 3rd and 8. Well, Mike Briggs is on his way down to the field to get a post-game interview with Coach Knaus, as we try to do every week. So it's just myself and Kurt Zolp on camera, bringing the last part of this game. And illegal procedure there. 2:12 left in the 4th quarter. False start, I believe. Offsides on the Panthers. Well, one thing is the rules don't change, and you have to stay on your side of the ball before the ball is snapped, and that's not acceptable no matter what position you play or no matter what string you play on. So 3rd and 3. Dive over the right side. Stays on his feet. Panthers will wrap him up, but not until he has a first down inside the 20-yard line, down to about the 18. 1st and 10 for the Camelsport Cougars at the Panther 18-yard line. Now, we'd certainly like to thank the Camelsport Cougars for being very good hosts here. They always accommodate us quite well and make sure that we have the things we need. That does not happen all over the conference, but Camelsport is a very good host. Gain of about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. 1:45 left in the 4th quarter, or in this game. 32-7 Panther lead. Brad Vollmerk, along with Kurt Zolp up here. Mike Briggs on his way down to the field to get a post-game interview with Coach Knaus. And the quarterback will keep it. And Miskey, along with Kyle Tooney on the tackle. Now checking in. Jens Van den Oos at a defensive end, number 71. Henry Heim. Quick out thrown here, caught and tackled there by Mikko. And out of bounds, stopped the clock at 58 seconds. Down about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Cougars at the Panther 6-yard line. Well, again, final score is irrelevant. Over the left side, gain of about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Tackled there by a host of Panthers. Clock continues to run with 35 seconds left and counting. 2nd and 5. 2nd goal at the 5. Quarterback goes left and will walk in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Camelsport Cougars. With 27 seconds left, the Cougars will score their 2nd touchdown. 32-13 is the score. Extra point to follow. And the kick is good. 32-14. That will probably be the final score of the evening. Panthers got off to a slow start tonight, put the ball on the ground twice early on in the first quarter. Camelsport was not able to capitalize on that. Panthers found their high-octane offense in the second quarter, and at halftime led 20-0 in the second half. The third quarter was all Panthers, dominant, mixed things up quite well, and end up with two more scorers and leading at this point 32-0. And the Cougars scored late in the third and now late in the fourth to trim that lead and give us a current score of 32-14. Cougars will probably, I don't know if they'll kick an onside kick. I'd like to see not just for the sport of good, for the idea of good sportsmanship, but Panthers will go undefeated again in conference with their final game in conference, I should say. Next week against the Kewaskum Indians, we will again broadcast that game for you. And they do kick it away. I like this idea. Let it go all the way in, dead ball. No clock, no time should come off the clock, and actually 1 second actually came off the clock. I don't know why. And so 26 seconds left in the game. Final game of the regular conference and regular season is next week in Kewaskum. Invite all of you to come on down and see if the Panthers can go undefeated in conference. And kneel down, and no timeout taken here. That will do it. Plymouth Panthers will win tonight, 32-14 in Camelsport. Slow start to begin with. Came back in the second quarter and really got things going, up 20-0 at halftime, and then really took it to them in the third quarter, and that'll do it. Panthers will take care of business tonight in Camelsport, 32-14. This is Brad Wahlberg along with Mike Briggs and Kurt Zope on the camera saying thanks for watching Plymouth Panther football. Stay tuned for the after football or after game conference and talk with Coach Knaus. Good night.
Doesn't have to hear. You can't hear what I'm saying.
Oh, that's not nice. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tonight with this win, you have a share of the conference championship. You're currently undefeated. It feels good to get this win out of the way and have another conference championship coming home.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you come to Camelsport, you know you're going to play a tough-nosed football team that plays good defense in the first quarter. You know, it's been kind of our theme the last 3 weeks. We haven't started off real great in the first quarter, and you know, yeah, you bring up the conference championship, but we don't want to share anything. These guys want it for themselves, and they're gonna earn it next week.
And now next week you have to earn it too. Now next week you can have all by yourself conference championship with a win over Kewaskum.
Yep, and you know it gets you a better seed in the playoffs, and there's a lot of things. We talked about it tonight. Every game from here on out is kind of like a playoff game. It means something. It has value. We got to earn them.
And so next week you go to Kewaskum, take on the Indians to close out the conference season.
We'll be ready.
All right. Thank you again. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You've been watching Panther football on TV 14. We'll see you next week at Kewaskum.